Hello, my love, and welcome to today's video. If you feel like you do not know what you're doing, it's all good. Actually, this is where we want to go. Well, not us, but this is where the magic happens. So, one thing I love to talk about is intuition. This is where kind of my professional, if you can say that, journey started. The first thing I learned actually, and this was in a business course, was to use intuition to create what it is that we want, create the results that you want. And I actually did this for my first high paying client, which was also my first real client. So two in one. I manifested within a week. It was like 5 or 7 days, something like that, a very short amount of time, by just using my intuition, by doing what I was feeling, what I was called to do. I did a post when I feel like doing it, and I wrote the post that I was being downloaded, what I was channeling. I went for a walk if that was what I felt like. I went to this place. I followed my intuition 100%, and then I had the focus in my mind to where I wanted to go. So another time when I did this, followed my intuition, was last year, where I wrote my book. Actually, if you have heard that story or read it, I grew my Instagram with, I think it was almost the double on a very short amount of time. I think it was maybe a month, maybe a month or two or something like that. But the thing is, I've been working really hard on growing my Instagram for a long period of time, for months, and it just, nothing happened. And then I went into my intuition, and I said, okay, from now on and the next, I don't know, remember how much, I'm gonna listen to my intuition, and I'm gonna do everything it says within the frame that I can, that is possible. And it grew like this, easy peasy. So when you work with intuition, this is where what I call miracles start to happen. And this is like the results you want, or something better maybe, but in an easy way, in a way that you could not figure out with your head, that you cannot think, oh, I'm going to meet this person, and then they're going to talk to this person, and then they're going to come back to me because they know this person who can give me what I want. Our mind cannot figure that out. We can do a lot with strategy and funnels and leads and freebies and all of this, which is great. You also need that. But you create far better and more easy results by working with your intuition, by listening to your intuition. So tapping into your intuition is really powerful. This is your superpower. This is your biggest and mostly unused superpower. So I want to invite you and challenge you to, for the next while, maybe like at least a week, 2 weeks, a month, for the rest of your life is the best. But as much as possible, feel into yourself. What do I feel like doing right now? What do I need to do to get here? Like, you want to go from here to here. Maybe you want to grow your followers, or you want to work with this person, or you want to make this amount of money, or you want to go to this event and speak here. Have this in mind, visualize it, feel into it. I want to go here. What is my next step? And maybe what you are being told, or what your channel is, texting someone, or calling someone, or sending someone a message, or maybe it's working out for 30 minutes. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's booking a ticket for a vacation that you've been wanting to do for a long time. As soon as we start this what is called momentum. Like you take a step toward what you want by listening to your intuition. Then the next step comes, and then the next step comes, and then the next step comes, and the next, and the next, and the next. But it's like a GPS. This is here I am. You type in, this is where I am, this is where I want to go. And then the GPS give you one step at a time. Go straight ahead, turn right, go in the roundabout, turn left, stop. All of these directions. You don't get all of them at once, because if you got all of them at once, you would have forgotten before you even had to get started. So you only get one step at a time. Usually, most of the times, this step does not make sense. It's not logical. Like I said, it could be go shop or buy this thing, or take this course, or reach out to this person. Search this word or learn this technique. It could be so many things. Maybe it's just meditate for 5 minutes, and then during those 5 minutes you get that brilliant idea that will get you to that result, that end station that you really want. So this is very easily described. It's very easily kind of, you should be able to see the pattern right now, what I'm explaining to you. The really hard thing is to be able to listen to your intuition without interference from the ego, because sometimes what we believe is intuition is actually ego. So if you feel like you are following intuition but nothing really happens, and maybe it even gets worse, it might be because it's actually your ego you're listening to. So be very aware of that. Someone told me this, and I don't remember who, but it really helped me because it works for me personally. Ego is, intuition is the first answer you get. Intuition is the little whisper, the little, maybe it's even just a sense, just knowing, like, do this. The ego comes right behind, and it's your thoughts saying, well, what if this happens? Or, oh, just do this. This is okay. This is, we feel good about that. It's louder in your mind, so to speak. So intuition is more of this subtle sense, where ego is very loud and kind of banging in your head saying, come on, come on, come on, come on, or stop, don't do that, that's wrong. So, and that's why meditation is so important for this work, because you want to be able to separate those two things. You want to be able to listen to your intuition without interference from ego and fear, because that's mostly what is kind of behind the ego, is fear. So it doesn't want you to get hurt, which is great. But sometimes we have to do things that are a little bit out of our comfort zone, and where we are very uncomfortable and even afraid. Like, I'm very afraid of doing this. Maybe it's starting your own video, pushing the record button. I remember the first time I did that. Oh my God, I was shaking, literally. But then the more you do it, it becomes easier every time. It's like learning something new. It becomes easier and easier, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you become. Okay, so that was the very short version of this. Again, this is one of my favorite topics. I could talk about it for hours. I can also tell you and share with you how to exactly to do this, but that's for another time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Remember, your superpower is intuition. Share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.